So the down week or change in focus is done and we roll into week 5, back to bigger volume, back to longer runs and back with some meaty sessions. What is up guys, Andy Forrest Team Runner here. Welcome back to another video and this is week 5 of my marathon training series. So after last week, kind of feeling fit and ready to attack this week. This week is going to be a big one and of course they're only going to get bigger, but there's a bit of a roller coaster in terms of mileages over the next 2 or 3 weeks, which we'll tackle as each week comes around. But this week is back up there and we've got a meaty long run, which will be a separate video, so stay tuned for that one. But the featured session is a good one and let's see how we got on. So welcome to this week's featured workout. Excited for this one, although it's been sunny all day today and lovely and calm. And the second I get out here around 3 o'clock, around the school run time, because the wife's doing it today, it starts raining and gets a bit windy. So I'm excited to let Will tell you what today's all about.
Right then, Mr. Rayner, you've had your down week, you've had your fun time off, you've had your little bit of speed work. Now we're back into the hard stuff, the hard marathon training. So you're gonna start your main week off on your Tuesday with your 90 minutes steady. This is your midweek long. We're gonna keep it at 90, nice and big. Can you stop emailing me because those notifications are from you? Next, we're moving into your faster session. People have been asking why you're doing your 10K style sessions still. When you're doing marathon training, you do a lot of zone 1, zone 2 kind of work. So with the speed stuff, it's just to be able to maintain the speed through the block. We're not like prioritizing it, but it's just like a maintenance principle. If we can do a bit each week, we will be able to hold it nicely through the block, because ultimately you still want to be able to run efficiently at a slightly quicker pace than marathon pace. So your faster session is 3 times, 4 minutes, 90 seconds rest, 2 by 2 minutes, 75 seconds rest. So that's one set. And then after that, you go into a set of 5 of 45 seconds on, 45 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 45 seconds off. So that's repeated 5 times. So you've got your kind of 10K, 5K speed, and then whatever you've got left at the end. When I say speed, it's going to be effort because, well, you maintain it better than me. When I did my marathon block, I lost all my speed. And then we cruise in to your Saturday long run, which is your first proper beast or proper actual like marathon paced prep. So we've got 3 miles easy, we're going to do some drills and strides, and then we're going to roll into 16 miles at marathon pace. Again, it's going to be effort. This is a great chance to practice your drinks, practice your nutrition, and see what the marathon pace feels like and really dial it in, start to dial it in. After that, just 2 miles easy. So it should be around 21 miles. It's going to be big. It's another big week, but you've absolutely got this and I can't wait to see what you do.
So definitely going to need to break this into 2 sets. Obviously it is in 2 main sets, but in my head I'm going 4-2-2, 4-2-2, 4-2-2, and then the shorter stuff afterwards. But before we roll into the drills and strides and get straight into this, a massive thanks once again to Saysky for sponsoring this week's video. Delighted to have them on board, as I've been saying every week, leading into the Newport Marathon and during race day itself. If I move here and point here, you'll see the FOD15 discount code appear. That gets you 15% off full price items on the Saysky website. Delighted that they're putting their trust in me, and I'm delighted to be wearing their kit. This is one of the new drops that happened, I think it was last week or the week before. And it is absolutely lovely, incredible, and the wife likes it as well, so that is always a positive. So yeah, I've got some incredible kit that I'm using throughout this training series because you guys have seen so much of it. I'm going to be continuing to use it. It is an absolute staple in my training routine every single week, and I'm delighted to be repping their stuff in the video. So let's get the drills and strides done. Thank you once again, Saysky, you're amazing, really appreciate your support. Drills and strides, let's roll. Good morning and welcome to Tuesday, medium long run day. 8.5 hours on from finishing Monday night's run. I was up and out the door at 6:10 for a 90 minute steady medium long run. Feeling really good this morning. Pace is good, heart rate's good, rolling nicely. Feeling really grateful this morning that things seem to be going well, touch wood, so I won't take it for granted. 15 minutes left. See you tonight for the easy double. there we go, good first set. Happy with that. Paces will have been on the screen. Yeah, I don't feel too bad today. See if it comes back to bite me, but first set, all good. Set 2 complete. Again, really good, really fast, feeling good. It's hard work, but definitely feel pretty good today. Too much pavement hopping on those last 2 minutes, but still really good times. So that's the main set done. Now, spin the legs. There we go, that was the run. That's the run I've been looking for that fitness jump. You know, when you start a training block in normally 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks in, you just feel that big leap in fitness. Today, in week 5, was that day. I was pretty gassed at the end of those last 2 minutes because I was hopping off and on the pavement. And I worked a little bit harder in those 2 than the others, but still held a good pace. And I was really concerned about those last basically 10 reps of shorter, faster stuff. But I felt so strong, and literally after the first pair, my breathing calmed right down and I was able to recover really well in between each one. None of them felt laboured, all of them were late 4s, early 5s, and I just felt strong in all of them. The muscles were firing, everything was firing. And again, I can't hammer it home enough. Strength and conditioning, activation, mobility, all of this stuff is helping, and today was a massive win. So there we go, feature workout done. So that ended up being really, really good. In fact, actually that was the turning point, or not necessarily the turning point, but one of those runs where you just feel that fitness jump. You feel a difference, you feel that motivation and fire, and for whatever reason, just barriers lift and you can really go for it. I was really determined, had a really inspiring chat with another runner a couple of days before about actually going into workouts with fatigue, and saying, at what point do you say that fatigue is stopping me from hitting paces? But when you go and do the workout and you don't hit the pace, you go, that's all right, it's just a bit of fatigue holding me back. There comes a point where if you're gonna race at certain paces, you've gotta hit those paces in training, or gotta do your best to get to them. And that's exactly what I went in with. The focus of this workout being a completely just like hit the paces, hit some faster paces. So rather than 5:30s and 5:20s, it ended up being the 5:20s and 5:10s, and then of course some really fast stuff at the end. And it was the fast stuff at the end that really caught me off guard. I felt so good. And again, like at the end I just said there, strength and conditioning, mobility, I can't rave about it enough. It's working wonders for things at the moment. So that was a great feature workout. Let's see what we had next. Good morning, it's Friday and we're out here on the trails, baby. It's getting light enough, one loop of the industrial estate, and then it was light enough for me to hop out here and get the last part of the run done. So today is 75 minutes, steady, but light steady. So very relaxed, a bit like last week. Was it last week or the week before? These Fridays have turned from easy into a light steady, so just notching it a bit. For those of you that work in heart rate, my easies are coming out around late 120s to early 130s at the moment, and my steadies are, or moderates, are mid 140s. So this is going to be probably low 140s, late 130s, early 140s, around that area. So yeah, just smile on the face, enjoying the trails, delighted that the seasons are changing. at the point of recording this, I haven't actually done my long run, but of course it should be a separate video, and it's going to be a beast. Obviously, I'm thinking 16 miles marathon pace, 3 miles before, 2 miles after. It's going to be a good 21-mile run. So although it's going to be slightly less duration than my last big long run, which was 2.5 hours, this is going to be a heck of a lot more quality in there, which I'm really excited to see how I do. And if all goes to plan, it's going to be the biggest week so far of this training block, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. Just looking to start to progress now we get into the middle section of training and feeling really good. So fingers crossed that's all gone well, and if it has, I'll make sure I try and check on the weekly stats. And also, if I remember rightly, I have now been uploading the training to the website, so you can go on there, have a look at the blog post and see all the training that's there. It's all written down. You should be able to copy it off there if you want to, sort of, rather than press pause on this video, you can go and read it all on there. So that's it for week 5. Really appreciate you guys sticking around for this one. And thanks so much for following along the journey. It means a lot to me, and fingers crossed the long run video will be out tomorrow. If you did enjoy today, please do consider giving it a like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for weekly running content. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Until then.